It's pretty obvious that a lot of people have been wondering, look, has the dust settled? And, you take a look at what happened on Wall Street overnight, and the short answer is basically no. But through this entire route, we have barely seen at least G10, dollar flinch at all. Why is that, do you think?
Well, look, so far it's been localized primarily to equity markets. It's, fixed income has been a little bit more volatile than currencies, but nothing equivalent to what we're seeing on the equity side. I think that if it became a real rout, as opposed to what I think most people still believe it's a temporary correction and things are going to settle down, we would see other classes match or move in, the vol in other classes move in proportion to what we're seeing in equities, which would be much higher than, say, implied vol in FX right now and implied vol in fixed income. I think in particular on the FX side, the problem for the market is that the market came in short dollars. So normally, if equities sell off, you would go to safe havens, which have typically been Europe and Japan, but the market already has yen and already has dollars, already has euros. And if in a period of elevated volatility, you cut all positions, which means that you're cutting your long yen and your long euros, even though you really don't want to, but you're kind of forced to do it. So I think that's why the dollar looks a bit strong and why it really isn't big movement on the currency side within G3.
Well, I mean, the currency, Steve, Bernie in Hong Kong joining this convo. I mean, the movements in Forex came a long time ago, right? It was a parallel galaxy at that time. I mean, remember post-Brexit, it seemed like the pound was going to get pounded into oblivion. You remember those dark days when the people that were being paid in GBP were just winding up a storm. And look at it now. I mean, the BOE just signaled they're going to bring it forward, and they're going to be one of the first ones to move ahead and bring forward their action on interest rates. So you could argue that they've had their day in the sun already, right? The whole currency universe as a whole.
Well, I think that we had a period where the dollar is clearly ahead. The market has its doubts about how far ahead the dollar is going to be, say, 6 months or a year from now, and they've started kind of getting out of dollar positions. I think right now this is so concentrated. It's not even like spot equities. This is so much concentrated in equity volatility and some of the structural issues in those markets. I think that investors are reluctant to really make big moves in other markets until they're sure how long this is going to last and which way it's going to go. Like I said, if it does become a much broader movement and an echo of what happened in 2008, 2009, we will see FX move, yen strengthen a lot, the euro, probably strengthen against the dollar, EM getting crushed, but the market doesn't believe we're there yet, so they're holding their fire.